Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, and 3. Anybody hear me? Boop, 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 boop. Angela, Antoinette, Mary, Deshawn, Nia Marie, Love Logic Hope. I like it.
Thank you.
I don't hear anyone saying they can actually hear me. Can you? Do you know if I can be heard yet? Can you type asking, maybe? Or maybe I should.
Yep.
Oh.
I think there's a bit of a delay.
There is. Okay.
But I think you're coming through.
Perfect.
Okay.
Dorothy, Nina, personal fitness trainer. It's popping. XL Play, welcome. So glad you can make it. R. Kelly's Jail Cell. Goddess, did you hear Mocha? I sure did. Is Mocha here? I would love for Mocha to call in also. D Nice, you made it. I know I came a little earlier on my side of the world to capture more of you who are not in my time zone. So thank you. Let's see. Unbreakable Powell, hello. Diva Time.
Thank you, God.
Mocha. Okay. We need to get you on the line. Yolanda Hall. Did you ever hear the song of guilt and confession? Clean this house. Did you call me, Yolanda? I did listen. Definitely. Confession. Okay. Okay, the number's on the screen. Can you see the number? It's the 888. It's not released though. I'm gonna have to open it up. Let me do that real quick, like. Okay, so I'm gonna do my formal intro in just a second, and then we'll have Nia bless us with her voice.
No.
Let me just open this line.
Get it going.
Yeah.
Getting hype.
Yeah. It's Goddess Dawn in a chariot.
Hey.
Where she at? There she is. Use your third eye, then look up high. Sun is rising. No more good night. It's time to take flight. Don't be uptight. Like and subscribe. Comment something nice. It's love in this light. High vibration. Here's Goddess Dawn. Get information.
Inspiration. And Nia Marie.
Hello, hello. Welcome, 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 or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Saturday, October 26, 2019, and I'm live. We're back here talking about Sylvester and his hive. But before I get into all of that, first and foremost, I want to thank all my warriors for coming back to my channel and just engaging in the chat and firing me up when I need to be, sending me these links and such on social media. We're getting strong on Twitter. I had a hater let out the whole world know that. We'll talk about that. And then I, have Miss Nia Marie on the line. Queen. Queen of Diction.
Yeah. Oh,
and internet etiquette.
Why yes. You're welcome.
Okay, so the line is open. It's showing the line that's the number that's on the screen. Okay, let me make sure I'm not on Do Not Disturb. I'm somebody who stays on D&D on my cell. I'm one of those people. So, okay, it looks like we're clear. So, Mocha, you can call in. So, before we get into that, unless she calls right now, Deshawn with the Goddess Warriors, yes. Ted Red, Goddess, we got your back. I appreciate that. We love Nia Marie. Yes.
Yeah, some love from you. Thank you anyway.
You're welcome, Mary.
Jail cell. I don't know that I want love from there, but I get it.
Uh-oh. Who that? Uh-oh, it says call failed. Hold on, let me get it off of that external because I think that might be part of that problem. You can call back though. Let me just Bluetooth.
She's saying she's on hold.
Oh. Okay, maybe it was waiting for me to accept. Let me see. Load. Nia?
Yeah.
From what I understand, you just left DJ Dusty's live, or you were there earlier. And
Yes.
anybody coming from over there, make sure you dust yourself off and, get the steamer, get yourself together before you come in this room.
Right. Definitely leave your shoes outside. You're going to want to really just shake it off. I don't know if you're an 80s baby or 90s or what, but let's go ahead and do the Mariah Carey version of Shake It Off. Just get it all off. Not the Taylor Swift version, please. It's just get all the dust off of you. It is a lot, trust me. So earlier today, and the live is still probably going on, DJ Dust, DJ Dust Mike, DJ Homeless, did a live, and I'm not quite sure what the topic was, but he was going on, and our lovely Mocha decided to call in, and it was really good. And DJ Dustmite is one of these very aggressive speakers. He will talk over you and all that sort of thing. So it's very blamey. And I think we're going to get that timestamp at some point so you guys can go take a listen if you want.
Yeah, I need the timestamp. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes, please.
If
we have anyone who's interested in helping us becoming a team member over here, who's good at getting timestamps, if you're watching these videos, all I need is the start timestamp and what the deal is, because I hate having to fish through these videos, hearing things that are just mind-blowing and not in a good way. So if you can give me the points of where I can find this info, that would be awesome. Nia's really good at that. I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, it's been rough. Some days I cry because I have to listen to so much piss and shit. But you'll know Mocha's voice because she's the only educated person on the call then. So you'll just skip. It's like, and then you'll hear someone that sounds like they have some sense. And like, okay, timestamp. What time is that call going on? And that's what we'll need. And I know that the P and Shit Hive, the whole waste system hive, they think that we pre-plan this, that we are really, out to get them. And that simply isn't the case. We're probably just bopping around on YouTube and we're like, oh, DJ Homeless is doing some ridiculous shit. Let me see this. And then, things happen. And really, that's just how it goes.
That's just how it went.
That's just how it went. I mean, we're goddess warriors.
I couldn't, I listened to Mocha. Mocha, if you're still there, hopefully it was you that I just texted. You can call me on the number if you just got that text directly, please and thank you. The line is open. She may have called too soon because, sometimes it takes a little bit of a second for these things to register, as great as technology is today. So, all right. So I'm looking at my notes here. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know I feel very blessed and extremely grateful for the love and also the consistent people who are coming back for more, and also the people who are just, supportive, like, so dope. I have my trusty co-warrior here, my co-warrior in truth, justice, and defending children and our community as a whole. And, at the end of the day, when you widen the scope, because you have to widen the scope sometimes, these things are relevant these things that we're fighting for on and all that. Okay. Oh, that's not the number. She called on the service again. Okay, hold on. Hold, please.
Yeah. Hold for an important message.
Oh, that wasn't her that I texted. Whoever got that text, please delete. delete. Okay, hold on. Go on, Nia. Let it.
She's saying that it sent her a voicemail.
The number did?
So,
what?
Yeah, probably the number that she called.
But she didn't call the number. She didn't get the text. Okay, do you
want to text me?
I'm gonna text her right now. No, I think I have it. I'm gonna do it this second. Everyone else, I apologize. Give us a second.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I do want to say shout out to the people who have been commenting, people who are very obviously not on the side of truth, who are, I would say, are p-hivers. Yet they're very respectful with their comments, and they also ask to not be blocked. So that tells me that, you really do see the value in what we're saying. And you are probably someone who is conscious, is probably starting to gnaw at you. Uh-oh. Oh, I got to plug in the laptop. Nia, entertain. Otherwise, everyone's going to be poof gone.
I've been seeing some of the P-Hive YouTubers putting out community posts and different things like that, talking about bullying. And I gotta say, it's very hypocritical. Some of these, and it's mostly the women that I've seen, some of them are guilty of actual bullying when we talk about the victims or we talk about people in the comments. It's just kind of one of those things where I have to take a step back and kind of look at myself and the things that I've said. And I don't think I am bullying them by any means. I think I am simply pointing out that they aren't using a lot of logic and that they have poor grammar and that they need to rethink their position. Now, I don't really get down too much with the name calling unless they started first. And, to kind of go back to what Goddess was saying, if there's someone that does support R. Kelly and wants to pretend that he's innocent, I think that we should be open to having those conversations as long as they are respectful. So that's what I plan on doing. But a lot of the YouTube P-Hives, they're not respectful, and then when you fire back at them, they claim that they're being bullied. When, the video earlier, they're name calling. They're calling the victims, B's and H's, or the people on the shit hive side of it are, trying to get events shut down. The behavior that they display can be absolutely barbaric. But
and
yet
speaking,
they come back.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say, speaking of that event that you just brought up, I just want to make it clear that no one on that side, the P-Hive, the opposition, the supporters, had anything to do with the event. It was a domestic violence awareness event, from what I understand, given by Michelle Kramer and company. And it was something outside of Team Truth, and it had nothing to do with them or the people who were, quote unquote, trying to get that shut down. So no false confidence is to be had out there to think that you actually made a difference, a dent, a pebble in an ocean. That's what you were.
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that up.
Think about what they had. So they claim to be like, oh, you can't mute him. You know, so let's take that thought, the idea that R. Kelly was stopped from making money or his events were canceled. So if they think that is wrong, why do they want to do that to someone else? It becomes revenge at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Revenge for what? For reporting that they have been the victim of a crime. And that is, there's so much complexity there. And there's so much there that they simply don't understand. You just don't get to do that. And let's look at the facility. No, to my knowledge, I've booked events before. They've never asked me, have you ever lied? Have you ever accused anyone of a crime?
Right.
Are you a convicted felon? Have you ever, have you ever been charged with a misdemeanor? None of those things come into play.
Right.
You know what they ask you? They ask you, how are you going to pay for this shit?
Exactly.
Are you going to put down your deposit?
Yeah.
Do you need full service? I mean, those are the types of questions.
Exactly. This is coming from, this rhetoric, this is coming from people who are not in these types of arenas. They have no idea of how this type of world operates, and it's not even a big deal. I'm not putting it out there as if to say you got to be this type of person. It's just, this is normal life. And work, and if you're working and you're in business and you're not, doing things that grown folks do out here, you know how to book an event, or at least you know how to get somebody who can book it for you. And you calling the hotel like, did you run a background check on that person? Like, that's not going to go anywhere.
Ridiculous. That is so 100% ridiculous. And some events are private. Just private. You can have some event where the participants are rape victims and or domestic violence victims, and their abuser is circling the program. They're not going to just give out information about their paying customer. That becomes liability on the part of the hotel or the booking facility. It's so ridiculous. And then they want to always talk about bringing a black man down or cultural obligation. Their obligation should be not making black people look fucking stupid because they want to call the hotel, changing their voices just a little bit, and then snickering and laughing on the phone like a fucking idiot.
You have said more than a mouthful. I don't know what's going on with this phone situation. Mocha, I texted the number that came through, which I thought was you. So the other number that's on the screen, I unlocked it. It should be coming through just fine. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep it moving. I don't want to do another 3 hour, although I love being with y'all for that long. It's not really that great for my channel. Even though I'm not focused on the numbers, it does kind of matter. And it does say a lot that I've been on this platform for, 10 months. And I do get in my opinion, pretty good attention for some newbie. You know what I mean? That's really just talking about R. Kelly. And hopefully will be recognized for more than that, such as, standing up for victims, protecting the children, being there to support and give guidance and help as far as energy work and things of that nature. Somebody who's there, people, shall I say, not just somebody, because this is not just me, this is us. Like, I really just did realize that. You good, Nia?
Which number do you want? I'm going to call you.
Did she get a text? No, she did
not.
Okay.
She did not.
Well, I don't know how you're communicating with her, but if it's private, give her the bat phone, please.
Okay.
All right. So, where was I? On Twitter? Oh, DM. Okay. I got you. We got you, girl. So, I don't know if DJ Dusty's still live. We really needed that timestamp, though, for that phone call. So, if anyone is able to grab that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think they have it. I think it is right at 1 hour is what I'm seeing.
1 hour even. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
And thank you to R. Kelly's jail cell. Great. And keep R. Kelly down.
Absolutely.
Work.
So we have, looks like about 50 Trey folks up in here, 52 now. Can we up those likes just a little bit? I'm feeling a little bit Hollywood Next right now. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. Let's get a little audio on that phone call. That phone call was amazing. Thank you for my people for letting me know what was going on, because I surely wasn't on that. I was definitely taking a good nap. But it woke me up. I was very excited to hear Mocha Duchess putting her points out there, sounding very much like a smart, intelligent woman who has lived life and learned from the lessons and the experiences. You know what I mean? Somebody who's not afraid to communicate her truth. We need that out here. And, you know, this guy, you know, he couldn't help but show love. He couldn't help. How can you not? And he seems more... I was just going to say, he just seems more genuine, even though he's full of shit, with his view and all that. As a personality in general, I think he's pretty genuine. Okay, we got a call coming in. You on live with Goddess Dawn. Who it is?
It's Mocha.
Hi.
Hi.
So you were on with DJ Dusty. You have so many names for him, but you were awesome. Yes.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, interesting, that's for sure.
So what was your take on the whole thing?
So, I was just listening in quietly, and I noticed a few of our goddess warriors in the chat. And I was trying just to listen quietly, not make myself known. But then he kept saying, he's like, I want one of my haters to call in. I want to talk to a hater. And I thought, okay, well, I'll call in then. So I called in, and I said to him, I'm like, well, you asked for a hater, so I thought I'd call. So I'm not necessarily, I don't have anything against you. I respect your opinion, but, I definitely am not for R. Kelly. So I explained my thoughts, and I told him that I had some questions to ask him. And I knew calling into it, I knew that he would deflect, and I knew he wouldn't answer the questions, but I thought, if anything, it will just show that to the people, show people that he's not willing to answer the real questions whenever you're bringing up facts. And that's exactly what it was. I mean, I didn't speak on anything from, just my perspective. I tried to throw in the facts that support everything that I said. But he deflected. He enjoyed talking to me. I mean, he thanked me a couple of times for calling in. But I think, what I took away from it overall is you can't help delusional people. I mean, that's one thing. And I think the other thing was I could not believe the attack that I received from, I shouldn't be surprised, but the attack from the Beehive, they were, just because I spoke like I have some sort of education, like I went to school and paid attention, they were calling me a fed. They said that I'm the police. They said that my man's the police. They said right out of the gate, DJ Homeless said that, oh yeah, we can tell that you're definitely not black. And I said, well, actually I am. I'm biracial. So yeah, I am. I just speak like I have some sense. So I think it's so ridiculous that people say things like that because you speak a certain way. But it's just irrelevant. It's irrelevant, But I was surprised at the attack that came from it, just because you provided them with facts that they couldn't come back to. They couldn't respond on.
Wow. Well, I think that you were definitely a fresh perspective for them. You were definitely a voice they probably did associate with a Gayle King or an Oprah. They hate these women who are trailblazers out here in this world that we live in. But kudos to you for giving it to them and sticking to your you didn't shake or break or bend as warriors don't. So,
Right, Goddess, she's unbowed, unbent, unbroken. How story.
Absolutely.
The Game of Thrones lovers on the call.
That's right. Absolutely.
I
So
love it.
that's all that, and all you did really was just show them even more so how. I mean, I don't like to downplay people, put them down, but there's just a different level to things. There's levels to everything, and we're just on another level.
Absolutely. I mean, that's clear out of all of it. It just shows like the difference in intelligence. I mean, it's hard for me to understand where they're coming from on some of the stuff that they come up with. I mean, I really try to like rationalize it and put myself in their shoes, but I have the hardest time trying to understand where they're coming from on some of the stuff. I mean, some of the points that he made, I asked him, and I thought it was, just giving him a way to say, if I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong, and I'll say that R. Kelly was guilty.
Right.
So I just asked him straight out. I said, so what would you do if you find out in April, whenever the trial starts, that R. Kelly was in that video with Rashonda, because Rashonda says herself, that was me in the video, I was 14, and the only reason we didn't admit that in 2008 is because my parents were paid, and my parents forced me to say that it wasn't me. I said, if that comes out, will you finally say, I was wrong, and R. Kelly deserves to be in jail? He stuttered, and he immediately says, no, I'll say that it was a conspiracy. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense.
He's playing to his audience. That's all that is.
For sure, which I thought was funny. After I got off of his live, I went back maybe an hour later, and they were still going, and I heard him say something about how, I've been connected lately, and I have some sources, and I'm hoping that R. Kelly's going to call us at some point. Not just for me. I don't want him to call my phone just for me, but for you guys. And it kind of clicked for me. I'm like, okay, you know what? He's doing this because he's hoping that he can make a new friend. A celebrity. He's a DJ. And I mean, it just all really clicked for me about why, what is his motive behind all of this? Because he's not friends with R. Kelly. Right.
Well, I noticed his new thumbnails and his new cropped and edited video that he had where, he tried to have his narrative like nice and tight and, with the pictures that went with it. I thought that was cute.
Oh, yeah.
That just told me that people have approached him as they have phases. They're trying to align these people on YouTube because they see that they, even though the girl, what was her name? She basically debunked the fact that they're reaching anyone.
I saw that video, but I don't remember her name.
Yeah. Yeah, she was on Dr. Rice actually today, you guys, if you didn't see that. So that was, I didn't listen to the whole thing. She was on the line. Yeah, she was. He actually shouted out that video and she talked about it. But anyway, with that being said, just to say these outside people, whoever these people are, these elite people, they're gathering up their YouTubers, there's Beehive YouTubers, and they are getting them the ones that it sounds like to me, Dana J, according to that Phases video, and I have a clip I'm going to play, she is going to be modifying her platform a bit and watching who she lets on. She doesn't want any of that bickering, all these things. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see what she's doing. Yeah, they are getting approached probably by someone, and they probably are giving them a couple bucks. Look, DJ Dust Mite, he panders for lunch at McDonald's every day. Like, that's his goal for his lunchtime live, is to get lunch. And this is the level that these people are living on. I mean, nothing, sorry if anyone is out there trying and they're actually living on that level, but I'm just saying he seems someone who could do better than that, and he's not. He's just sucking off of, the wave that's happening with the R. Kelly stuff to get his face even more out there and all of that good stuff. So
he can't do better than that. He cannot do better than
I think he could. You know why? Because he seems...
You think he could?
I do, because he comes across as someone who he's a likable guy, obviously. There's people who probably don't agree with him, but look, you guys were all watching him. I didn't watch him. I mean, listen to him. I can't, because I'd be wanting to choke him. But he's one of those people who has a charm, I guess you could say, even though he's probably like 4'4", little leprechaun, they call him. But I don't know. It's something, I feel like he's smart enough to do better than this. I feel like at some points, like I think some points Mocha even made, he probably was like, yeah, she's, probably right. Or, yeah, I probably would say admit that he's guilty. But he doesn't want to tell them that.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right on that, Goddess, because in the beginning, whenever I first started listening to his videos, I started listening to his videos because I liked that he was calling Dana J out, and I definitely picked up on the fraud coming from Dana J's mouth, allegedly. But I liked that about him, and so I started listening, and I felt like he was more real in the beginning, and he was honest enough to say, he kept repeating, R. Kelly is not God. You guys stop calling him Jesus and stop comparing him to Jesus. He's not God. And so I thought, okay, I can see where he's going with this. I like this. Then I think as he started to gain followers and he starts realizing, he learns more about YouTube and he can make money from YouTube. He can gain these followers and he has these contacts. And now he really has the ability to potentially meet R. Kelly. Then all of a sudden it changed to he is a diehard R. Kelly fan. And in the beginning it was just, I like the guy, I listen to his music, so I'll support him. But that's changed for sure.
Yeah. Nia,
I love whenever he was pretending to be Dana J in the jacket.
Wait, hold on. We got two people. Go ahead, Mocha. Let Mocha finish and then Nia, you come on in.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you saying anything.
That's okay.
I apologize.
It's all good. Go ahead.
No, I just said that he's funny. I thought it was funny whenever he was pretending to be Dana with the bulletproof vest on.
Oh, yeah.
And the fake walkie-talkie.
Exactly.
I laughed.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Nia. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's fine. I just think at his core, he's probably a shitty person. I'm basing that on kind of what he looks like and his mannerisms. I feel like he's a jerky mover, and he's just like, I don't know, he just reminds me of just always trying, just kind of like one of these fake, no-tep, ho-teps, kind of a thing. Like he's gonna, he brags about being such a good man and such a this and that, but really he's just a piece of shit like anybody else. Like a kind of a bait and switch kind of a thing.
Well, right.
And that is only going to appeal to, these R. Kelly supporters.
Right.
And I think that he was kind of jealous of Dana J. And he's like, what? I look better than him, maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if jealous was the right word, but I understand. I hear where you're coming from with that. Definitely. Yeah. That actually takes me to another point about them. So you were saying that he saw the light. So he was coming in like, you know what? I see some bullshit. I smell some shit. This ain't right. But then when he got that attention, it was like, oh, this is right, exactly. Like, wait a minute now. So he knew, he figured out who he was talking to. So you have to keep that narrative when you are basing your motives and your intention on that attention, rather than why you're there in the first place was to call out the bull. If he kept calling out the bull like he came in doing, he would be over here talking to us right now by this point. If he was really who, but he's, like you said, he calls himself grimy. So anybody who calls themselves grimy and calls, quote unquote, all the women in Chicago grimy, which includes his mother, his grandmother, his, sister, whoever, his daughter.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
I saw a video of him dancing, and he was in the car with his daughter, and it was some song, I never heard of it, but I think it had kind of a sexual overtone, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, you couldn't have found a different song. I mean, it wasn't like a slow song. It wasn't, I don't know, I don't think it was an R. Kelly song. Maybe it was Chris Brown, but it was still just kind of like, really? Like, I don't know.
Well, Nia, he doesn't care about kids.
Yeah, she said he doesn't care about kids,
Oh, no.
Did he say that?
He made that clear. Well, he kept defending the whole 14-year-old thing. I mean, with Richard.
Oh, right.
He kept saying that she can't come out and say anything now because, it's her fault in the beginning. She should have said something when she was 14. Like, if her parents told her not to say anything, she was 14 years old. I mean, now she's a grown woman. If she has been in therapy and she feels like, okay, in order for me to heal, I need to speak my truth, she has every right to do that. And he said that she doesn't have a right. It's too late. If she had shitty parents that didn't want to tell the facts back in 2008, that's her problem.
Wow.
Right. She needs to blame the parents then.
Yep.
Well, I have the audio. Let me see if it'll play with you on the line, Mocha. If not, I might have to release you for the moment, but let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, it's really low.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, so you have this number. You can lock this in, actually. And,
definitely.
if you're going to be around, maybe there's another opportunity to come on back.
That sounds great. Thanks,
all right, lady. Thank you.
See you in the chat.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes, my warriors. Woo! Okay, so let's see if this clown sounds any better with her off.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You asked for your haters to call in.
Hey. Hi, hater.
So I'm not necessarily a hater of you. I don't support R. Kelly,
It's fine.
but I thought it'd be healthy to have a conversation.
Okay.
I have a couple of questions for you.
Go ahead.
So you mentioned in one of your videos that you guys should try to get Rashonda to not testify. So I was curious, if you don't believe that it's R. Kelly in the tape, why should you try to get her not to testify?
Oh, okay. I had to pause. At this moment, I was like, yes! I don't know, has anyone ever asked him that? Like live?
Right.
This was brilliant, Mocha. Duchess? Okay.
All right. Well, let me tell you something. I'm saying, well, since the guy said that's his baby's mama, and he said it out
Totally
himself
different topic.
that she wasn't testifying.
Yes, deflecting. So someone, Yolanda's saying my audio's going in and out. Is that the case? Because I don't see anybody else saying that. Okay, well, I'm going to keep it moving, but hopefully, because this happens, YouTube be listening, y'all, or maybe it's the feds, maybe it's phases. Hold on, here we go.
Whatever the case might be. But at the end of the day is, what's the purpose for all this double jeopardy type of stuff? You know, if people say they love him and they say, well, this is double jeopardy and it's, 20, 30 years ago, why now? And let me just also add this. Why now? Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Why should she testify?
I agree. I mean, I think that it's a good question to say why now. I mean, I think that it should have happened a long time ago. It's unfortunate that it's gone on for as long as it has, but there's nothing that we can do now except hold people accountable.
Woo!
I mean, I agree with you on many of the things that you say about Dana, about that entire disaster with the defense fund. I mean, I think that it's unfortunate that they trick so many people to spend their money, their hard-earned money, on a lie, most likely. But I think that everyone needs to be held accountable, the enablers, but I think that also goes for R. Kelly himself. You know, if he was doing those things, he has to be held accountable for that, regardless of if it was 30 years ago or it's now. You know, if you're doing something, it catches up to you eventually. And I think that the girl, Rashonda, she was 14. We all know what it's like to be a kid. If your parents are telling you to do something, you do what your parents tell you to do. So now that she's a grown woman and she's looking back on it, if she realizes that it's wrong, she has the right to stand up and say something about that and have something done, have him held accountable for it. You know what I mean? Why should he not be held accountable for something, regardless of how long ago it was, if she was providing the wrong narrative 30 years ago, 20 years ago?
Can I respond now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now check this out. What's your name?
Mocha.
Mocha? Okay, Mocha. You ain't black.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, say.
See, I had to stop it right here because that right there. So because she actually comes across, you know, she is, sounding a bit educated, a bit intelligent, just like someone clear who can be understood. And that's a problem. I don't say a problem, but to call her out to say that she's not black.
Let me jump in.
Here we go.
You black?
So,
Mixed. Okay, what you...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry.
So just because she speaks clearly, doesn't use slang, and she's, there's space in between the words, and she's, using proper grammar, why is that automatically associated with not being black?
Mm-hmm. Because they don't know anybody that sounds like her.
That speaks that way.
They don't live in these worlds.
How you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in her home setting, when she's not on a live call, maybe she doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe her speech is a little more lax.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. But you don't call into a live and get to like, yummy. I can't stand people. And did you see how he tried to throw her off? Can I talk now? And
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't rambling for 29 minutes.
Well, he's not used to giving anyone the floor.
He wanted to know her name. Why? He thought he was going to throw her off. My name is Beyonce. No, bitch, Mocha. The screen name. Shit.
Yeah. Whoa. Woo! I love it. Okay, well, let's finish it. Listen to this clown.
Mixed with
Black and white.
Okay. Check this out, Mocha.
You check it out.
You know what? He's feeling her. That's what it is. Like that energy. He can't help. Yeah, and so I saw the little smirk he just made on his face. Like, I see you, girl.
He got all wet.
He did.
Now, let me ask you this question, Mocha.
Yeah.
Before all this,
I'm addressing Mocha. Mocha's in the chat. I'm used to being professional on the phone because I have professional job. I have 130 employees that report to me. LOL. And can I say same professionals with a managerial role where you're a career exactly. You're come on, man. They don't know. They hate to see it. But let's finish listening to
They were
this.
so mad at her. They was like,
So mad.
R. Kelly saga came, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was you doing?
I've actually followed this since before the documentary came out. I followed it for a very long time.
Yes.
Because I feel strongly about just sexual predators in general. I feel very strongly about it. So I've been fighting very similar things for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you believe in the system?
I think there's a lot of injustice in the system. I don't
Yes.
disagree with that at all.
So do you believe a person is innocent until proven guilty?
I do believe
Okay.
that, but I think that
Ew.
That's
I know, right?
You believe a person is innocent until proven guilty.
I
Right?
do.
Now, if R. Kelly is innocent until proven guilty, what crimes are they trying to give him when he haven't been convicted of anything? If he's found not guilty, and he hasn't been charged with anything, if they say not guilty, is that a clean slate for a person if it's not guilty? Or is it the speculations of people that want to find him guilty?
So I think you have a good point, because if someone is found to be not guilty, then they should be accused of whatever that charge is. However, I think the circumstances are very different here, because the double jeopardy thing is really, that's not accurate at all. He's not being charged for the same crime again. He's being charged because there were fraudulent things that occurred in 2008. So
Preach. I have to pause. Somebody commented that somebody else went live, like Levi, Block Boo Boo bent over and
Broke bender.
and exactly, and he lies for Kelly, are supposedly on live. Now let me tell you this. We're not trying to have people get too curious and leave us. So can we not put that temptation out there? Those replays will be there for you. And people ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? We riding high right now. Let's keep this vibration, keep this energy.
This is the energy.
Right. We got warrior spirit all in and throughout. And we're going to keep that going. So we just right now have to revel in this, I feel, W, where our warrior in truth, Mocha, the Mocha Duchess, got online.
Deshaun, shut the door. Block everybody in, Deshaun.
Yeah. Protect us, ancestors, angels, and the Most High. So, all right, let's keep listening.
he was the only reason he was acquitted is because they found that there wasn't enough evidence to prove that he was doing something wrong.
Okay.
But if he
but
that evidence from coming out,
I understand that. But even as then until now, is he still not innocent until proven guilty?
You're absolutely right. He will
Thank
be
you. Now,
to go through the process.
Right. Now, that's all I'm saying. Give a man his due process, but until then, let the man fight his case on the outside versus the inside. He don't have a background. He was found not guilty. Now, everything we're saying is speculations of he did this, he did that, and if he did, give him his just due date in court. But I can't be no bandwagon type of dude. People just like to jump on the bandwagon. And this is why I say, what was people doing before all of this hit TV? And I got to go back to the docuseries. First of all, if it wasn't no docuseries, there wouldn't even be all these charges. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree, because before the docuseries came out, there was a trial in 2008. There's been several other accusers, and that was far before there was ever a documentary. I think the difference is that now we're in a world of social media, and it's way easier for people to put claims out there.
Right.
So now everyone's seeing it more because there's more forums for people to voice their opinion.
I like you. I want to keep you on because this is good dialogue.
That's right.
That. But
yeah, I appreciate it.
See, he's getting a taste of what we do. Come on over. Come on over, brother. Just look at the evidence, look at the facts, look at the history, the historical behavior. Look at and I didn't want to get into transcripts and stuff tonight just because it's been a long week. You know what I'm saying? We have the children being tributed, and then we had the live on Thursday, which was lit. And so tonight is more so just, kind of just chopping it up, chilling out on a Saturday night, talking about this stuff and reveling in the Mocha Duchess and her call with the DJ.
Yeah, she's got some diction, and I think DJ Dusty wants to give her some.
Yeah. I don't think yeah, not in this lifetime. I don't know if that he's ready. He's not, he doesn't have, I don't think he has the goods, honestly.
No.
Okay.
And you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. But society and social media will already convict you before you even go to the trial and the jury. You follow me? Now.
Yeah, you're right.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. And this is just my opinion. I don't say people got to agree with me, agree to disagree. But this is just, I don't like the bandwagons. Okay, well, you right, Kevin, and type DJ type. I don't like all that. I like people to have their own mind, their own way, because I got my own mind and my own way. But I'm going to say this here, and I'm going to say this again. Before this docuseries, people was listening to his music, jammers with his music, Lady Gaga, whoever, all these other artists is, Chance the Rapper, everybody was doing stuff with him. Now, the minute this docuseries come out, to me, this is unprecedented. For a docuseries to come on TV, and for a group of women to get on the TV and say, this man did this man did that, and I watched the whole docuseries. Can we just go there? Please hold the calls. Do not call in, everybody.
That's right.
To this lady. Do not call.
I love the respect. Yes, give her space, Nooka.
Yes.
Now, I want to show you something.
Yeah.
Now, in the docuseries, you watched that, right?
I have.
Okay, then. Now, you listen to the lady when she said in the red, she saw R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah. Did she not say that?
Correct.
Okay.
Hold on. I got to pause. Do you hear how popping his other line is? Like, who is trying to get him off the phone with her that bad? That's why they're calling. They're like, get her off the phone.
Yeah, and they were saying that in the chat. Well,
they were.
Like, hang up with her. She knew you had it.
Yeah, I saw that. Definitely. That's what I just wanted to make note of. This. The beeping sound that you hear is his second line, and his second line is blowing up, probably because they want Mocha Duchess off that line. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was on a tour bus, right? And she said she was walking through the tour bus, or whatever the case might be. I don't know if she said the burden said she pulled the curtain back or whatever. She said she saw R. Kelly having sex. Now, if this person saw R. Kelly having sex, now I like to use my own brain and own theory, because if 30 years ago and here we is right now, wouldn't it be a better payday for it then if she's so claimingly she saw a person have sex with Aaliyah and she's underage versus being on a docuseries to make your story plain now. Because I felt, I'm just saying, that I'm not trying to play devil's advocate, but if I saw something then that I wanted to see, wouldn't I have a bigger payday versus having all these people coming out with all these stories and so forth and so forth, but then here it is now, you want to say something now. Okay?
Well, can I respond to that?
Yeah, sure.
What was that, Nia?
I said he's trolling himself.
Right.
Yeah. If the motive is money, as they like to say, then it was a bigger payday then why didn't she say something then? He's making our point, if we were to make that stupid-ass point. But why is he even asking that question? It doesn't even make sense.
He doesn't make sense. R. Kelly's jail cell said own theory in quotes with the laugh emojis. Yeah, this is what I mean about, like, why do some of these people even have these platforms when they can't keep up with the people who are watching or listening? Someone calls in and you just he just sounds dumb, but that's just that's just credit to the Mocha Duchess.
Right, really.
She did have him discombobulated. Get it, girl.
Years ago, whenever and I think that there's a lot with the documentary that I don't agree with either.
Okay.
I don't believe everyone. I mean, I am like you in the sense that I don't like getting on a bandwagon. I have my own mind. I'm very vocal about my opinion. I respect others' opinions. But at the same time, I'm not just going to agree with someone because it's the popular opinion. So I think in that situation, R. Kelly was very popular back then. He had a lot of allies in high places. So if this is a dancer and she's performing on this tour, she's getting paid. If she speaks up, what's that going to do to her reputation? Especially with someone like R. Kelly. Do you think that that's going to get her banned from performing on someone else's show in the future? Is she going to have a job? Is she going to have a career at all at that point? Probably not. So I think a lot of people back then, people were afraid to speak up and say anything because they knew it would happen.
Okay.
They knew that they would be blackballed from the industry.
Can I ask you something? And let's not talk about it.
Too much truth. Too much truth. They can't handle it. I had to pause. I'm sorry. I have like the overflow of the energy right there of that truth serum. I like that truth serum right there.
Industry. Let's talk about you. You ever been in any type of abuse relationship or anything?
Here we go with the deflection and taking off the topic and putting it onto her. He thought he was gonna spook her and shut her up. But this is what happened.
Yeah, and actually I wanted to comment on that because I think, you said a couple of times, like even with Julia, which I don't agree with her either, but you said, why would she not, if she was tied up, why would she not go to the top whenever she got out?
So let me ask you this here. How long was you in an abusive relationship?
I will say not physically abusive. I think everyone's dealt with.
Emotionally?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone's dealt with that.
Some say mental abuse is just as worse as physical abuse. So how long mentally?
10 years.
10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
She's like, yep.
So you stayed in a mental abuse.
Dr. Phil.
What was that?
I just said he thinks he Dr. Phil.
Right. He's feeling himself. He don't even realize he's just making himself look even more pathetic. Like, are you seriously going to go down this lane? You have no credentials to try to, like, pick apart this type of psyche. Like, what are you doing, dude? But you know what? Guess what? The Mocha Duchess handled herself. She held it down, like, all the way.
Relationship for 10 whole years. I want to know from you. What was your ending point when you said, you know what, I'm just done?
I mean, I think everyone has their point when they get fed up and they're frustrated and they're over it.
No, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about you. What was your ending point? I'm getting somewhere when I say this. What was your ending?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there was one thing. Honestly, I think it was just a buildup of it all. I think there was, not even just whether it's mental abuse or whatever. I think it's just you're not agreeing on things in a relationship. It's typical things that result in things
I
in a relationship.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
I understand exactly what you said, but you said you've been in this for 10 long years.
Yep.
Not no 2 years, not no 3 years. And my specific question is, what was your...
Wait, did he say Pacific? Did he?
He stays saying
I don't want to rewind it, but this is awesome.
ending, boiling point when you said, I'm out of this mental abuse. What was it at that time in your life when you looked in the mirror and said, Mocha, I'm done with this. I'm gone. I'm done.
I think it was just being in a different place in my life. I'd grown up a lot. I was 20 whenever I got married, 22, and it was 10 years later, 32, and I just decided that we were two different people, and it didn't align with who I wanted to be in the future.
Can it safe to say, why did you stay for 10 years?
Loyalty, and I think that's the same thing with the situation with R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there are a lot of people that were loyal to him. I think that some are doing it for the wrong reasons now. I think that they have their own motives behind it, so I don't agree with everyone that's speaking up saying that they have an issue with him. But I also think that it's crazy to think that they've all come together to conspire against him.
Did you, we're talking. Did you forgive him?
Oh, shoot. I done swiped over. Hold on. What did you say, Nia?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What about Rosanna on the tape, though?
Right. Of course. No, what he thinks he's doing is breaking her down to a point where she's not going to be able to hold this same, level of conversation, hold this same strength when it came to her truth, hold this same just authenticity and, just energy in general, the energy he can't take. He wants this energy. He's feeling it. He's getting drawn. He's probably listening right now. You know what I'm saying?
Ignorant motherfucker.
Right.
And it's just so annoying because I hate that I'm about to say this, but at the end of the 24-hour period, the day, Rosanna is planning on testifying, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
She is most likely going to say that was her, that done been her, that was her, it continued to be her, and blah, 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 blah. So, what the fuck is DJ Dusty talking about? You know what I mean? But to keep Mocha from getting back to that point, he got to be talking about all this other shit. Have you ever been to SeaWorld? Why didn't you go to SeaWorld? You never wanted to see him move? I mean, all this other shit.
That's so funny. Wait, I'm in the chat. Mocha Duchess. Oh, he could never break me down. He wishes. My mom told me I should have been a lawyer. You sound like a lawyer. He had no idea who he was talking to, and I agree. He wasn't ready. And I'm going to tell you this. Law school is any time. You can do that now. You can do that next year. You know what I mean? You can definitely do it. I think if you did, you'd be amazing. You know what I mean? Me, myself, I took the LSAT. I was ready to go, but then it was just so much prep and time. And for just the test, I was like, I'm not ready. So I fell back, but it's in me. You know what I mean? And I'm using that energy for this. Sometimes you just have to redirect the energy. It's not necessarily that you're not fulfilling something. It's just that energy that's directed into something that didn't really pan out the way you thought, you need to redirect it. Don't just leave it there. Redirect it into a new thing, Find something, whatever else is floating your boat. Like you seem to be an activist. You definitely have no fear of speaking out. You speak very well. From your pic, even though maybe it's a filter, you look like you're pretty dang cute. So I just feel like, you got to use all these things. You got to use all these things. So do what you feel is best and just do it. Just do it. But let's keep listening. Let's get this over with here, this little thing. I mean, it's awesome and all, but,
Did I forgive my ex?
Yeah.
I've forgiven what's occurred. I don't have anything against him now.
Okay, let's stop. Let's go back to this. Now, you said you read if they're a dancer and they were trying to tell me, when you said about the dancing, it made me think of Santi McGee because she said she was trapped but she was able to free to go whenever she wanted to, right? Then you see a video with her dancing on the stage. I'm trying to see where's the entrapment at if you're free to go wherever you go. Now, my next question, did you go to the police station if your mental abuse was to the point to where you stayed for 10 years? And my next point is, if she was so held captive, why she didn't go to the police station in the first place? Because I just listened to her saying to some people that she talked to her friend and told her friend, come get me. I heard the clip. She's saying, her friend, come get me. And why you ain't call the police to come get you? Last person I want to come get me is my friend. Somebody is abusing me. Much as they say R. Kelly's abusing these women, why no one called 911? Everybody calling their uncle, their cousin, their auntie.
Can I respond to that real quick?
That's right, girl.
Okay, so I think that it's the same thing that happens in a lot of relationships. As you just said, okay, I was in a relationship for 10 years. Why did I never call? In 10 years, I never called the cops one time. In 10 years. And I think a majority of black women can say that a lot of times they don't call the cops on their spouse. You know, we all claim to be ride or die for our spouses and everything else. And even if you are upset at someone, you're frustrated at someone, if they have beaten you down mentally, physically, whatever, I think as women, we're still hesitant to put our man out there in that way. And especially if you do believe in justice in the system, you don't want to just call the cops and run to them in that way. So I think that answers the question, right? There are domestic violence relationships that happen every day, every second of every day. Do you know how many of those women never go to the police?
Yeah, okay, but let me say this then.
Woo!
If you don't
Too
go
much.
to the police, then that means you giving a person who's doing all these things to you. Because I'm not saying that you're a liar and you said, hey, you've been in the mental abuse, but in 10 years, you never had no physical abuse?
Never.
Okay, then. But
I have no reason to lie about it. I mean, that's honest to God truth.
But okay, but this is what I'm saying. But here's the thing. People are grown. People have the right to leave and go as they come, you know?
Sure.
But all of a sudden, you got to realize, now we're talking about R. Kelly. R. Kelly is just not no any person. Let's just clear this straight up right here. Even though he's been found not guilty, he's just not any person. And the way I look at it is, if you get in a relationship such as R. Kelly, we're not talking about your ex, we're talking about R. Kelly. A lot of people seeing that as he can't make no mistakes, he can't say nothing wrong to him, he can't do none of these things that relationships go through, because if he do, then now he's going back to repeating, or people want to repeat his history to him. It's as in saying, if you don't work it out in a relationship with me, I'm going to say you did so and so and so and so. You see what I'm saying? So he's not just he can't break up with you. R. Kelly just not no different type of dude. You just can't get in a relationship and break up with him knowing what he's been through. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's with any celebrity. I mean, I think that's something that.
But that's the point. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point.
I agree.
I'm trying to make to you, and that's what this is.
No, and I agree with what you're saying. I agree with that part.
This is what the whole docuseries is about. And for me,
But listen, though, Kevin, not all of those women from the documentary are even in the indictments, and that's my thing too. You haven't even seen or heard from a lot of the people that are actually in the indictments. So the people in the documentary, you know, whether their cases are truth or not, they're not. A lot of them aren't even involved with the reason that he's behind bars right now. And I think that there's this narrative that everyone's conspiring against him. I mean, do you think that us as the non-supporters, you know, Oprah, Gail, you know, all of these people, all these accusers, even the ones that no one has seen their faces or heard from them publicly, you think we've all gotten on like a conference call to conspire against R. Kelly? Like,
no.
That doesn't even make any sense. You know?
Yes.
I'm not saying nobody got on a conference call to do anything. What I'm saying is this here. They listen to Gail. They listen to Kim Fox.
This has been going on since before Kim Fox.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this here, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. You know, I feel like a person deserves what he deserves, but I'm talking about far as what I see. It started with the docuseries with all these women who was of age, having a relationship with them, old enough, with leaving and come.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Free willingly. And for me to listen to somebody blaming a man who has not kidnapped them, who has not raped them, you know what I'm saying? And people want me to sit up there and be blind-eyed to these women being adult, you know. And the fact that it's R. Kelly that really plays a part in it. It ain't just like me being in a regular relationship with a female and, you know, I say whatever I say and she done and she just go to the next nigga because I ain't nobody because I ain't got all that type of money. You see what I'm saying?
Duh.
I do.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's the stereotype.
On the reverse.
Go ahead, Nia.
Oh, no, I was just laughing.
Oh, yeah. Like, we know you ain't got no money. You dang solicit for your dang McDonald's lunch every single day on live.
On the reverse end of that, though, Kevin, do you think that it's fair because he's R. Kelly, because he's a celebrity? Do you think that it's fair if someone is doing something? Do you think that it's fair to turn a blind eye to it because you feel like people are going to accuse him because he has money or because he's a celebrity? How can you possibly, if a celebrity was killing someone, if that celebrity was murdering people every day, is it okay just to keep letting him murder people and turn a blind eye to it because we assume that people are trying to come up with accusations against them because they're famous?
Yes.
I mean, at what point do you start like digging into it and looking at the facts to find out what's true and what's false? And you're going to have cases where someone says, yeah, that's happened, and it's probably not true because they just want to get the bag. But in other situations, there has to be some sort of fact behind, 50 people saying the same exact thing.
Yes.
And the thing is, this has been going on for decades. This isn't new. Even before the documentary, he's been in the news for years and years and years.
Yes, girl.
The exact things. I don't believe all of it.
Listen.
Can
I say this?
Stop the bells. Okay, I'm sorry.
They say these things because I keep telling you, when you're in a relationship with somebody like R. Kelly and knowing what he been on trial for and found not guilty for is no different than when you look at OJ for they saying allegedly killed Nicole.
Don't tell me that you think OJ's innocent.
No, I ain't say I think OJ is innocent. What I'm saying is how the system treats you when you get found not guilty on such as big cases that they come, and then when you get found not guilty and you roaming around free, they get mad at you. They get mad at you.
Sure.
And so of course,
everything for that reason.
right?
Though.
But listen what I'm saying. But hear what I'm saying. And so, like I try to tell people this here, and I keep trying to explain you, I'm not finna be nowhere where a person just mistreat me just to say I got somebody.
But you're different from others, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so this is where I get issue a lot of times. When a man tries to speak on a woman's experience as a woman in an abusive relationship, of whether it's abusively, emotionally, physically. Of course, we do never want the physical. The emotional is also bad. It's all bad. But we don't want to let these men just dictate this narrative. You have no idea what this position is. I mean, you may have never lifted your hand to a woman, which did you? I don't know. But you have never been a woman, and you will never be a woman, and you don't know what it is to be a woman. This is my issue with a lot of men who are involved in these women's issues. I do, of course, appreciate the real men who stand up for victims and who have empathy and actually have intelligent mind enough to be able to widen their scope outside of that testosterone, that masculinity, and see and feel that women are being put in positions where it's very difficult to get any type of justice for things that are done wrong to you. Physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, horrible things, trafficking, kidnapping, manipulations that lead you into these positions. We have to get to the children, especially just really both sexes, male and female, because this has to come to an end. We have to figure out, where does the funnel open up to the masses where this issue starts to fester? So wherever that is, we need to get to that starting point before they get out, before that dam breaks, where they are out in the world with this behavior. And it's a lot of it seems to be I don't know if generational or learned behavior. It happens to them, so they do it. Oh, I'm sorry, which also brings me to this point, and I don't want to forget it, so I'm just going to say it. Yada tada. We like to potta. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, love you too, boo. I love the name too. someone brought to the attention of my attention that the story about Sylvester having been abused himself as a child, that actually came into question, and it made me think, like, so the person saying, you know, well, where did this even come from? And I thought maybe his book that he put out, he put his own book out, Sylvester did. And if you're new to this channel, Sylvester is R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly. I call him Sylvester. It's his middle name. Also, it's taking away the R. Kelly fame and fortune and influence, which he doesn't have in this moment. He might have the fame, but, you know, I'm just like stripping him down. He's Sylvester to me. So, Wayne, I might do a reading at some point. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do one on him. He's where he is, and that's what it is. What was I saying? I hate when I get off track.
You were talking about his abuse when he was
right.
younger.
Okay, so yeah, I was having a conversation, and this person just basically was like, do we know that even happened? Like, because from what I understand, he put it out in his this book. I don't even remember the name of the book. I don't want to promote it, but he put his own book out, and this information about his molestation by his older sister came through. This person questioned, well, maybe it did happen, but maybe it was one of the brothers, and maybe they just spun the story because they didn't want to put themselves out there, but they did want to put something out there to try to protect him. And they used that story as his cover to maybe say, well, this happened to him. He didn't know any better, type of thing. And it made me really question it, like, you know what? Wow, you know, it would be a trip if that either he never was molested, or if he was, it wasn't the sister, who we still haven't heard from or seen. No one seems to have any real information about her. All I know about her is that she does have children. And then I questioned, well, were they his children? Because that does happen. Or, you know, where is she? What's going on? And, you know, oh, he bought her a house. She works with the church. I've heard all kinds of things, but we don't have anything concrete on her, which is, you know, it's head scratching. What's up with that? So it just made me wonder. Go ahead.
I think it's funny too, because some of the people that say that his sister abused him are some of the ones that will still ask, why didn't the victims go to the police? Well, why didn't R. Kelly go to the police?
Right.
Boom. Why didn't his mom go to the police?
Right.
There's no equality, I guess I should say. There's no keeping of the same energy when it comes to these sorts of things. They want everything to be tipped in the favor of Robert Sylvester Kelly. There's just no balance at all. So can we really say that Robert Sylvester Kelly was abused as a child if there was no police report?
Right. Did it really happen? Where's the proof of it? Someone, they're saying that the brother is the one who, I guess, outed that situation. So the question is, did the brother know and try to get ahead of it and just put it out there that it was a sister, when he really knew it was either him or the older? I think he's younger. I'm not sure, but I know the older brother is in jail. So was he protecting that person? Did that person make him put that narrative out there? You know what I mean? Like, that's just really a trip. Like, I guess at this point, we really shouldn't take it to be true that he actually was himself molested. We don't know. And if he was molested, hopefully he wasn't. But if he was it the sister? Maybe not. Anyway.
Well, until I see a police report, I'm going to say the same thing. Until I see a police report,
right.
It didn't happen. So,
sorry about keep R. Kelly down. She's like, enough with the bells. Okay, so let's.
What is the bell? I didn't get enough.
You're not hearing it?
I am hearing it.
Oh, that's when it's like truth. It's like, it's too much truth. The bell is confirming the too much truth.
Doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all throughout here. We're church in here tonight.
Whatever your reason is, but for me,
I asked, like, what are these bells? Okay.
Oh, you said that in the chat? Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't forewarn you. It's a spontaneous thing tonight, you know. I just kind of like glanced over like, oh, one of my little, and it's a little bell. There's a bigger bell. Here. And see,
It was like a whistle.
yeah, that right there might be too much, but this one right here is just a little too much truth, which is a good thing, and acknowledging and enunciating the truth. Okay, let's finish
like,
this.
Yes.
Yes. Those are the angels. That's how you summon the angels, with the bells, by the way. Yes.
From what I've seen and observed, if a person able to take flights here, where's you hold captive at? You mean to tell me you that captive where you able to jump on the plane and your mind can just still zoom you to come back into captivity? Make it make sense to me now. If you able to,
I think a lot of them had said that they were not physically held captive, but emotionally or mentally they felt like they were held captive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that men go through it too. A lot of women and men go through it. More often, women in domestic violence situations, they don't leave their spouse because they want to hope that they're going to get better. They want to continue to be loyal. They think that maybe it's a phase that they're going through, and eventually, and that's usually if they're putting their hands on them or doing something abusive towards them. Unfortunately, it's not going to change in a lot of situations. But you want to keep hoping that, okay, I love this person. I want to hope and pray that they're going to get better, and I want to stick around because I want to be with this person. And I think that's probably what a lot of them have done.
Okay then. Okay.
Look at the facts of the situation.
Okay.
You
just said it. You just said it. A lot of them been with him for that celebrity status. So so again, who's the victim? Because the show ain't them. R. Kelly is the. Let me tell you why R. Kelly's the victim. R. Kelly's the victim because of what he's been acquitted for, and people try to play on that to try to get him to stay in relationships that he don't want to be in. Listen, is anybody perfect? No, nobody is perfect. So to me, they was treating him as the victim. They was victimizing on him. They was plotting, planning on him. He's the real victim out of all of this. If you really
my gosh,
about it, because all of these women.
I want you to give me an honest answer on this.
Go ahead.
I want your honest answer.
That's right.
I want you this question. I want an honest answer from you. Okay, so R. Kelly goes to trial in April. Let's say Rashonda Landfair gets up there. She confirms that it was her in the tape and that it was her in the tape with R. Kelly, and she confirms through evidence that they have, which is it's all listed in the indictment papers now. They have bank records showing that payments were made to family. What happens, though, I want to know from you, can you admit you're wrong? If she gets up there and says, it was me, it was him, and they have proof showing bank records and everything else, checks, everything that went, payments that went to her parents, for her to be quiet, for her and her family to be quiet in 2008, and there's proof that it is them in the tape, will you admit that you were wrong? And will you say, okay, he is guilty? Or will you continue to say, no, he's a victim?
I continue to say, I tell you, it's a conspiracy. Because that's what I see.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to say he's guilty. I'm going to say it's a conspiracy, even if she did get on there. You know why? Because here it is. Because if it was the case, it's just like saying, okay, you ain't want to do something then. Now come on and just do it now.
She was 14 though, Kevin.
Look.
Think about that.
Right.
If her parents told her to do something,
mama, listen to me. Blame it on the parents, okay? I'm not telling you.
The parents should be arrested too.
Blame it on the parents. So why should he be double jeopardy for someone?
Because he's the one
How is it not jeopardy? So you just basically saying.
What was that, Nia?
I said blame. What Kevin said? Why should R. Kelly be blamed for it? And I said because he's the one with the dick. That's why.
Exactly.
Basically, you telling me, okay, forget what the parents say when they is the legal guardians of the child, and just wait till the kid get old enough to testify on their own, and not just find them guilty. That's what you basically telling me. No.
Oh,
I'm not thinking like nothing. No.
He just said it. He not thinking like nothing. That's exactly what he's doing.
We're not saying that. I don't care. Listen, if your parent is shitty, then guess what? Your parent is just shitty. But what you telling me is, if the consenting adult has the right, and I'm sure we done have a lot of younger. Listen to me. I'm sure we done have a lot of relationships where a younger girl dated an older guy, and when the parents found out, the parents go to court, they testify, the dude go to jail. Am I correct?
True.
Right,
listen.
in some cases.
Correct. You said correct. Now, he's found guilty because the parents went to the courtroom, pressed the charges, did whatever they supposed to do at that particular time, right? Now, this man go to jail, right? Do 20, 30 years, whatever. And now she gets old enough and she say, well, you know what? He ain't do that. You think they gonna let him free? I'm just asking. I'm just, do you think they're gonna let him free?
If they were able to show proof that it was not that person, then they'd have to. They'd have to exonerate that person.
Exactly.
And I think there are people that are in jail that are exonerated every day for proof that comes out years later.
Okay then, but the parents had the right to have this man convicted if he's the man they say he was, or the man that did this crime. Okay then, I'm not finna go with this narrative. Okay, yeah, well she was 14 then. Now she grown up, lock him up. I'm not finna go with that because if you had a chance to do something then and you didn't use,
she didn't have a chance though. Her parents.
She did, but who is the guardian? Who is the guardian?
That's not her. That's not her. You know what I mean? Kevin, think about you being a child. If someone abused you as your child as a child and your parent was okay with it, and then years later whenever you're in therapy and you're dealing with it and trying to grow as a person and it's bothering you and you're struggling, you don't have the right to speak up and say that what my parents did was wrong. They accepted money and they pretty much accepted that money as payment for me being abused, and now that I'm old enough to speak for myself and I'm not afraid to speak up, I want something to be done. That's not right. That's not right. How does she not deserve to be, for her to be held accountable in some way if that's the case? And again, we don't even know that yet because all the facts haven't come out, but I've read the indictment papers, and there's a lot of facts in there that support that he was abusing.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Well, let me ask you this. Do you believe he's innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah,
that's all I want to know.
I do believe that.
Okay,
listen,
listen, I understand that. But if you believe he's innocent until proven guilty, that's what we're going to go with. He's innocent until proven guilty. Thank you for calling in, caller. I appreciate you. Hey, it's been a good call. I love this conversation, man. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
We can agree and disagree.
That's right.
That's right, girl.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
That's all I'm saying. All I need to hear those words. He's innocent until proven guilty. That's all I'm...
Shut your ass up. Mocha, holla. Like, yeah, that was... absolutely. That was amazing. You held your ground. You made your points. You clobbered him with the truth. You went upside his head with just things that he's probably never even heard before on the level that he's of people that he's dealing with. You just brought him up and just dropped him and then let him hit the ground hard back into his reality. But good job, girl. Good f***ing job.
Yes. And one thing though is you might want to make sure you block his number because I think he might call you again.
Oh, girl.
Because he's thinking she probably has a soft couch and I'm going to want to
Oh, yeah, exactly. I think he's a floater. It's what we call in staffing. It's a floater, someone who just goes from job, spot to spot. But I'm sure he's going to dream about you tonight, girl. Yeah, definitely block that number. Make sure he can't get you back on the line, girl. Because unless he decides he changes his mind and he wants to, just, drop that damn cape he's wearing right now for Sylvester. If he wants to do that, then, he's welcome anytime. We could have him in the chat right now and be popping. But, oh, man. So Ted Red, you said you wanted to call in. Look, I have released that 888 number, so it should work. Go ahead and try it. It's on the screen. And then, if not, leave a voicemail and I'll play the voicemail. Because that's another thing I was going to do is play a couple voicemail. It looks like we're going into an hour and a half. I didn't want to make this one of those 2-3 hour broadcasts or blogs. So if you're going to do that, do it right now. It looks like it's open. It should be showing on the screen. And let me just pull it up so I can read it. 1-888. Yeah, 478-9728. Okay, we got a call coming through. It's Goddess Dawn Live. Who's on the line?
It's me, Ted Red. What's going on? What you got?
Ted Red, what's going on?
Again, he sounds like Amari's argument.
Oh,
I mean that cat on there, that was one of the most retarded cats I ever heard in my life.
I agree.
I mean, severely retarded. He didn't have no common ground. Innocent till proven guilty. Let's look at the priors, as they would say in court. This man has been doing all this stuff to these little girls over and over and over and over and over. You can't ignore that. That's something you cannot ignore, and that's a fact. So what he was talking about, he was just, I just think he was one of those, what you call them, spam. He's just doing spam.
He's a troll.
He ain't making, there it is, that's the word, the key word, the troll.
Okay.
That's exactly what he is. I ain't talking about nothing, but this man has had priors. And the way I feel is that, the parents been paid off.
Right.
To be quiet after all these years, and the ones that's in his camp has been paid off to be quiet after all these years. The money is sucked up dry, so hey, now it's time to go after him. He ain't got no more money for us. That's
Right.
how I look at it.
Right. Well, it's good to hear the opinion of a real man, somebody who sounds like he has some type of sense and intelligence to himself. We appreciate you listening in. Are you new to the channel? Just curious.
I've been checking you out for a while, and I think I came across, the first time I came across you was when you did the EZE thing, and I met Eric, and MC Ren is a music affiliate of mine, so that really intrigued me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you still in the business, or have you retired?
Yeah, right now I'm taking a little time out. I'm on my last stream to doing a little World Star Hip Hop thing. So
okay.
I'm in between, having to be living in seclusion and doing the Michael Jackson thing, wearing masks. Well, that's a whole new life. So yeah.
Right. I hear you.
Get geared up for that.
I got you. Well, hey, shoot me an email, my brother. I would love to chop it up with you at some point. Maybe just to pick your brain a little bit.
So is your email on your page? Or
it is. It's in the about section, but okay. I'll put it in the I'll put it in the chat in a minute. Or actually, if Nia wouldn't mind, goddess.dawn623@gmail. Okay, cool. I look forward to hearing from you. Anything else for us?
And also you can text me on this number and send it to me also.
Oh, okay.
One quick thing. I've been through a lot of spiritual things, so I would like to talk to you about that. It's been crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure, then. I got your number. I will definitely text you from this line.
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Thank you for letting me call in.
Oh, absolutely. You have a great night, and we'll be in touch.
You too. Blessings.
Peace. Blessings. Yes, Nia, you were muted for a second, because I heard... Listen. Hold on. Let me get your volume back up. Are you listening to a video or something?
No.
There's something in the background. Hold on.
I don't know how.
I think it's toxic. Something happened. Okay. That's why I lowered the volume. I heard some talking. I'm like, what is going on? Sorry about that.
Me. I was asking if he was single.
Oh, well, you can ask him in the chat. He might still be here.
Is it Ted Red?
Yeah, that's Ted Red. Ted Red, thank you for calling in. Appreciate you. Yeah, that Easy E reading was something for me, actually. I have personal ties there. If you haven't checked it out, it's there in the archives. So my next reading, I think, is going to be Nipsey, because I haven't done Nipsey yet, but he's nipping at me, no pun intended. Let's see, where are we at? We're at an hour and a half. I think really that maybe we should end it where that call ended, because it was a really important call. I think that Mocha Duchess made a really good impact on his channel. He's lucky to have had you call in. I think even the ones who were, poo-pooing the call, asking him to hang up, and people blowing him up on the line to try to get him to hang up, at the end of the day, benefited also from that call. Everyone needs to get the truth and make sure that they, let it resonate a little bit. Sometimes you reject something right off because it's not what you want to hear. But, if you take the time to actually let things sink in a little bit, if your conscience is on green, on go, then you should be able to let it soak in and let it take you to the next level. And I think that's what it's all about, at least for me. Like getting to the next level, I think level to level to level. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to get to as many people as I can with the things that I've learned, because that's my mission. Anyway, Nia, anything to add?
I don't know why you put me on mute.
I didn't put you on mute. I actually just lowered you a little bit because you know what it was? It looks like a video. So I had played, somehow a video was playing in the background. It looked like it was, I don't even want to say her name because I understand she strikes everything. I don't want her to strike the live. So sorry about that. Boo. Nothing intentional. Yes. Keep R. Kelly down is saying
Love, Logic, Hope.
Love, Logic, Hope. Follow on Twitter, Instagram. R. Kelly, keep R. Kelly down on Twitter. Make sure you're following all of us. If you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter. She's saying that Mocha Duchess deserves a round of applause, and I agree. Everybody, let's give Mocha love, hand claps, bells. Let's give the Mocha Duchess some love before we sign off, because she deserves it. Kudos to her for having the courage to call in. It can be nerve-wracking to, know that people are listening and watching, and especially when you're representing a specific cause, which is the cause for the victims, truth and justice. She had to make sure she was representing. So she did a great job. She pulled through, and hey, girl, I feel that prosecutor or, some type of a court situation for you is on the horizon. Keep doing what you're doing and do, make that list, check those things off that you want to go for, because whatever you put on that list is going to get checked off. I guarantee you. You're that B. Okay. So I think, I have some things I was going to say, but I think I'll save that for another time, maybe even a separate video. I'm still working on that debunking video I've been talking about for weeks. It's so much. It's like every day is something new I have to debunk. You know what I mean? Like,
they're always doing stuff. They're always over there doing stuff. It's like you have to cover the recent antics.
Exactly. And there was phases the false level. She she put a video up I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, and I saw it yesterday, and it motivated me to come and do a live. I had notes for that live, which I didn't end up doing. I was just so wiped out. But shout out to her for having some type of purpose. She motivated me to take some notes and sit up and pay attention to what she was saying. Actually, it was a short 13-minute video saying something like, who's listening or something. I have audio from it, and I was going to talk about that. I'll do that separately, but it's really important because if you haven't seen it, just give her, I guess, the view. I'm not subscribed to her, but sometimes I'll check out her stuff just to see what they're talking about. And for this particular video, she basically is saying someone hit her up or contacted her from the news reporter who has a pretty big platform. And this reporter is also connected with the feds. And the video's point was that she's going to be more careful about her platform, about who she's letting on. She didn't like the back and forth, the screaming and hollering and discord that was happening on the last live, and she wants, now that she knows, I guess, that the feds are listening, because I guess that was the message she was given from the reporter who wasn't identified, is that the feds or Homeland Security are listening to the YouTubers videos about Robert Sylvester Kelly, and they're taking note. And being that this person contacted her, she's now saying that she's going to be coming with information from that side of the fence. So that, I think, says a lot, because I think either her or Rogers had a video with Johnston, who was that guy who did their PR before he trashed their whole campaign with one fell swoop, talking to Gail King. Yeah. I think it was her that interviewed him, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't her, it was Rogers, or Carolina Cubic Zirconia, as I like to call her. Yeah, so this video, I want to talk about it because it's only 13 minutes long. So if you haven't seen it, just go to her channel, Phases the Next Level. I'll give you the actual name. 13 minutes, and I think it says who's listening or something like that in the title. So when I talk about it, so you can know what I mean when I'm, making certain points, because I think what she's telling them in that video is to brace themselves to be disappointed, because your boy is probably going to be convicted and going away for a very long time. And if she has this connection with this reporter, and then who also has the connection with Homeland, this information is coming from legit sources and people who are actually, on the inside. If that's the case, we don't know if it is or not. I could easily come on here and say, you know what, you guys, I got a DM from somebody. Oh my God, they're so important. Homeland Security is also on the line, and they're watching and listening, taking in everything we're saying. All your comments, everything is being taken in. I could easily come in and say that, and you'll believe me. I'm sure. Maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe you won't, but I'm just saying some people will. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. I would never come in if it's not true. I don't know Phases, though. From what I understand, she's with Dana. The information that I got about her is that Dana is the one who feeds her information, and is the reason she's even on board with this stuff, is because he had her meet Sylvester in June before he was arrested this last time. So for me, she's a puppet. Okay? But, we'll see. We'll see what she unveils coming down on the line on her channel, And it's clear to me also that DJ Tyson Chicken, or Dust Mite, or whatever we're calling him, Leprechaun, he's also been probably contacted by some people, because it looks like his channel is looking to be a little bit different. Look, he's trying to raise the level, raise the bar. Good for him. Nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Exactly. So
I think one of the women that he's around probably just did that. Like, oh, my grandbaby does this all the time, and she knows how to do it. It doesn't look that much better. But I did notice in some of his exposés, the way he speaks is a little different. His pacing, it reminds me a bit of what Hollywood Next does. And I don't know if he's trying to make fun of her, or if he's genuinely like, oh, this is a formula. Because he's like,
right.
You mean to tell me you don't know what this means? And then he'll play a little bit, and he's like, but I thought you said... So, it's kind of that
playing
pattern.
You think he's
just ranting into the camera.
Playing dumb to just try to get more information?
Kind of be like where you roll a clip of, maybe Brokeback Bender saying something like, I'm going to feel real stupid when Dana, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm going to feel stupid, but I thought you said Dana was working with you. And then he'll have another clip, and then he'll say something else like, but, just kind of like, almost like more of an interview style or something. It's the same kind of thing that Hollywood Net does. I thought it was funny, but I guess maybe he's switching it up. I don't think he's really getting tips from anyone, but I think he's probably on their radar because of his antics. I think he's one phone call away from a full, well, I'd say an investigation at least, several felonies.
Oh. Wow. It will be interesting. I think that maybe they aren't done with their arrests, and they aren't done with their indictments, and the people who, think they're coming up off of the situation may also get swept into it. And, I can't wait to check all of this out. I can't wait, actually, the 30th. So the 30th is coming up, October 30th. There is a court date on the docket for Robert Sylvester Kelly, 10 a.m. And according to that docket, he is to appear in person, and they are going to address another bond reconsideration from what I'm reading. Right. And I think it doesn't stop. And I think this is the last one, because I think they've already motioned to the other courts and have been denied. I think this is the one who said, well, maybe, depending on what everyone else says. I don't see anything new in the argument. I don't see anything compelling or anything that makes me take notice. There's just the same old BS about him not being a flight risk and, the fact that he showed up to all of his past court dates and, all the regular stuff. Not acknowledging the real truth and the facts that they've laid out in the discovery and their arguments for not giving him bond. They're just giving their own, spiel over and over again. Not effective, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. The interesting thing, though, is that his co-defendant, Daryl McDavid, is his former, I think, accountant and maybe business manager. He's also there's two co-defendants. There's him, McDavid, as well as June Brown. Well, McDavid has his attorneys. They are not Greenberg. They definitely are more on the ball, I guess you could say, when it comes to, at least, if nothing else, the legal speak that they use when they present their motions. They have presented things to the court to have him dismissed from count 5, I believe it is, on the Brooklyn indictment. They have laid it out in very legal speak where you need your legal dictionary. Like, they are not a Greenberg, where Greenberg looks like he's arguing from a fiction novel where very low level, underboard one. And then this attorney, I forgot his name. I think has a Middle Eastern last name, but he represents McDavid, and he has filed some motions that are going to be addressed to drop him from certain counts and exonerate him, really, because they are claiming the prosecution, isn't laying the things out the way they're supposed to and then provide the proper information, this, that, and the other. So, we'll see how all of this plays out. Yeah, I have the actual motion. I don't want to go too much into it. I don't want to derail anything or try to, get involved on that level. However, I just want to say there's definitely a difference on the defense level as far as how they file, what they say in their filings, the way they speak in the motions. It's just such a different level of things. It's like you're talking college level versus even beyond, even below elementary, in my opinion. So,
whoa.
Absolutely. And so that'll be interesting to see if McDavid actually gets off or if he gets something really, really light because of the heavy weight that he has behind him legally. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. Greenberg is in the twilight zone.
That's more proof that Greenberg is just there.
A figurehead.
He's a puppet.
Right. I think he is, to be honest. Honestly, Levi is running his suck on Blockbender right now. You know what? Those guys can just dance with each other all night long. And, I still really think that whole defense fund thing is a scam. I feel like even with Levi going on with his whole I'm going international, like we played the audio the other live, but I don't think I went into depth on the whole international angle that he's taking. He kind of berated the quote unquote African American or black people, and then went on to say, well, I'm going on beyond y'all and I'm going to go international because he has people in Russia and all these places and I can get $1 from all these motherfuckers, is what he was saying. And then he came back, I think, to kind of clean it up a little bit. But my thing is, he just appears to me as he's just trying to get a grab bag here. He's just really trying to get all the money. I feel like he's in a position, like, from what I can tell, he don't work. He sounds like he's the homemaker, like he's at home and he picks up the kids and does this and does that. I feel like he's probably in a position where he has the mindset of a grinder, a hustler, and he came up with this bright idea. Maybe probably not by himself. He seems like he's pretty tight with Dana J. I could see them conspiring together. Maybe Blockbender's in on it too. Or what did I call him earlier? The bend over. Yeah, broke back, bend over.
Something like that.
Right. I just feel like it's not about R. Kelly, because some people are saying he doesn't even need money. People, then you have Sharon Wimbush saying don't contribute. Like, these people are all supposed to support this man, yet they're all fighting amongst each other and amongst each other's causes. And to me, personally, from where I come from, I look at it as just a direct reflection of Sylvester himself, because that's his cult. That's his hive. His tentacles are out there and they're far-reaching. And I've always said this. I know with this type of media, you have to repeat yourself, because I might have somebody here right here in this moment who will never come back. So I just want you to hear the truth, is that he's controlling people and the YouTubers and everybody out there who's supporting him the same way he was controlling his victims. He, has a way about him. He has a certain charm. I personally feel he has a certain demonic infiltration happening with that spirit of his. So, there's just a lot to be said about the situation. But I just want to make sure we continue to come back and combat all the bullshit that is coming out every single day. It's like something new. That is a lie. And we want to make sure we keep the real narrative where it's supposed to be. Like right now, for instance, I'm rumored to be a tranny, or, I think tranny was what was sent to me in the message. Nia could speak on that if you want.
Yeah, I forget who was it. I think it was over on Sour and Seasonings community channel, or on her channel on the community tab, someone called Goddess transsexual, or whatever. And my response to that's not even offensive, really. I mean, it's like, okay, but still, R. Kelly's in jail and he's going, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
And I think her post was saying that, they're being bullied, and that Goddess said that we need to get their YouTube channels shut down.
Oh, my God.
She said that.
Oh, my God. First of all, I never said anything about shutting anyone's YouTube channel down. I think it was Keep R. Kelly Down who actually let me know that these people are out here bullying these not only the victims but their parents. I've seen some of the things she's tweeted or retweeted that have shown this vile behavior. So I spoke out on that. Yeah, report these Twitter trolls who are doing these things, but never like any of these YouTubers. We actually get entertainment from these people. Like, where would my commentary come from if not for these people? I want them to live your best life, honey, and do your thing.
Did you pull that up? Did you pull that up?
Yeah, I put up. Well, that's the post of the person. Yeah, so if you see on the screen, we have a P-Hive YouTuber who apparently is triggered by maybe some commentary or some comments or both. And someone sent me, actually I was sent the one about the being blocked first. And I was sent that on Instagram, and I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. I haven't checked for her in a minute. When I kind of dealt with her actually in a live or maybe two, and put even her audio out there just to show that she's the reason I put out the video about, or the live at the time, that R. Kelly is not Jesus, because she was the one who was putting him on that level like he was Jesus. And I'm like, no. And I put some of her commentary out because she was victim bashing a 16 or even a 13-year-old. I think she was saying that she felt no sympathy and they put themselves in that position and they deserved being treated that way if that's what they were going to do. So I felt like I dealt with her and I was done with her. I haven't even checked for her, to be honest. But when I was sent this, I went on Twitter and I found the one on the left that you see. So there was two posts apparently, and apparently she mad, and she has every right to be, because if she's the person she says she is, who wants nothing but the right thing and truth and just like phases, then you are going to be bad, because you're going to realize that you're on the wrong team. Look, I continue to state that this is a spiritual war, not just something you're seeing in front of you in the world. And it starts in the spiritual realm, and you on one side or the other. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're in the P-Hive, you're on the side of evil. It's good versus evil, light against dark, good versus bad. I mean, it's very simple. If you're rooting for a man who is even charged with the things that Sylvester is charged with, let alone being caught on video and having the initial victim come back to say you coerced her and her family to not testify, like all these things, and you still blanketly ride with him and don't even consider that maybe even if one of these things are true, then he's done. Like done. Then you're a peahiver, and I think that's what triggered her too, is being called a peahive. I think that's what she says here. I just peeked and she peeked in on my page. So she's probably here now. What's up, boogers and lice? What's happening, mama? Sour and seasoning. There you go. So it says, I just peeked in Goddess Dawn's page, who consistently names her videos Peahive. Talk about people who slander. Then she and her live folks are telling each other to report our pages to YouTube. That is a lie. That just tells me either someone's telling her these things, or she's listening and getting so worked up and steamed up that she doesn't even hear what I'm saying. So,
and you know what, they are so good at that. So there was a time where, you know, I'll just say Tasha K said she was directing her comments at the Pea and Shit Hive, and she was basically saying, you women especially are the types of women that would probably let your daughters and nieces, you know, get abused, get raped. And this half went, the Sugar Seasonings went and made a video saying Tasha K wants our daughters to get raped.
Right, I remember.
That is not what she said at all. Who would say that? No one would ever say that. That's not at all what she said. And it's like they either try to misunderstand, or they're so stupid that they can't. They just can't. So there's really no point in even talking to them.
It just kills me that, you know, they go to these lengths. Look at this thing. Look at this rant. There's no punctuation. There's no structure. It's just blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then she has, by the way, I blocked Goddess Dawn from seeing me. I wouldn't have never known. Honestly, like, I have not checked for her since the last time I put her in one of my lives. And at that point, I was done with her. And I think I said that in the live. Like, why would I even go back and forth with somebody who isn't even on my level? And I'm, you know, I'm not being cocky. I'm just saying that, like, if I can debunk you in one fell swoop with like a couple timestamps, like that to me is not even a challenge. Like, bring me something that I can chew on. Like, I like to be challenged in a way where you have to really put on your thinking cap, put some time in, maybe even fret a little bit. You ain't put no fret in me. Like, I'm not shaking in no boots. Ain't nobody like scared. I'm just like ready to move on. Like, I have moved on from her. So it's funny that she posted this, and I'm glad she posted this, because that just really just enforces, or, you know, just confirms the fact that I am making some type of a wave. I'm making, you know, I'm letting them see what's popping here. We have people who, you heard Mocha Duchess on the phone, like you hear Nia Marie right here. You know, you see Jody in the chat and Keep R. Kelly Down, and you see our people. Like, we are people who are not, we are people of substance. We are people who are to be made note of and to be taken notice of. Like, we are people, yes, Diva the Divine Light, by the way. Check out her channel, Diva the Divine Light. She did a reading, I think 11 whole chapters on Daddy's Little Freak on her channel, by the way. And she's another one of our warriors. And she's also somebody who speaks with her mind and speaks the truth. Team Truth, by the way. Shout out to Team Truth. Hashtag Team Truth all day long. So it's all about the truth. It's all about just being who you are, as well as empowering other people to be who they are. That's why I do this. I really am fulfilled in helping people speak out for themselves. And you know, I don't have a big, this is not, you know, it's not a big platform. I have what, 6,500 about subscribers, and a lot of people do share the videos. So once they're shared, I can't keep track of the numbers. Oh, that reminds me, I have a voicemail I wanted to play of somebody who I guess heard me, and she ain't really that happy, but I thought it was just interesting. And I'm going to play that real quick here. Let me see. I'm hoping this is her, because let's see.
Got us on. 1 minute you on the R. Kelly side, the next minute you off. You need to get off Facebook.
Okay, I'm not on Facebook, first of all. So I wanted to just say that maybe someone's sharing my video to Facebook, because I get a lot of shares. Like for every, I would say 1,000 views, I get maybe 300-400 shares. And I don't know where their shares are going. I don't know how to track them. So apparently I'm on Facebook and I'm not monetized. So whoever put me on Facebook, run me my check. But then she can't call back. So I'm going to play the second.
Johnston, you know what? How this case got messed up. All y'all YouTubers and all that all online. That's how that case got messed up. Y'all need to quit and leave it alone and let the judge handle it. Peace out.
So all you YouTubers out here messing up this case. So that tells me that these people really do believe that the case is messed up, quote unquote, which is good. That means that we're doing our job. If you think the case is messed up, that means you're maybe starting to listen to what's actually happening out here in these YouTube streets, and understanding that, you're on the losing team. You know what I'm saying? I really do feel like maybe finally, even with phases in the video that I was going to get into real deep, which I haven't, she had told them to brace themselves for him possibly doing a long time. And that's why I wanted to talk about her video, because this is the first time I've heard any of them actually say, you know what, you guys, we might have to turn a different page and maybe start praying for his well-being in jail, because that's where he's going to be. So,
and I think that's a good strategy, because, and I've said that before, so even if, when you look at it, it is not a winnable case.
Right.
It is just not a winnable case. And they're like, nope, God got him. God has the final say. And I'm like, ooh, I think he already said it. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have to interject here. So they're saying that call was Darlene April. And Darlene April is the fan who sued who filed the suit against Jerronda Pace, who is a victim in one of the cases and who is also on the docuseries. Darlene April, if that was you, dear, I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. Look, I appreciate you paying attention to what we're saying over here, for you to feel compelled to call and leave me not one but two messages and speak your piece. Look, I hear you. It's not on me of why this case is quote unquote messed up. I'm only reporting what's actually happened in the case and what's factually happening with regards to the court and the documents and the filings and the motions and all that stuff. Now, my opinion, you obviously aren't gelling with. I do not support that man. I feel like that man is guilty of not all maybe, but a lot of the things he's being accused of. That's where I stand. My warriors also stand there, and we're out here trying to just make sure the narrative stays in the truth, so that the jury or potential jury for these two cases that have been set, and one possibly going to be set, a third, that the jury has the right information. Even if they really like R. Kelly or Sylvester and they really feel like, I'm a fan, I love his music, if they don't ever hear the truth or hear that there is a side that has a different narrative, then, we might have a problem with the juries. And I just would hate to see that happen. I don't see it happening, though, to be honest. He is guilty. He gonna pay. He's where he is. And like I said, I think last live, I think he actually probably likes where he is. He's probably comfortable there. He likes sitting in the closet. There was an article where he said that he liked being in the closet. That's a favorite place. He made the whole 12 or however many videos about coming out the closet, which, he says he's always in the closet. And a jail cell to me is like a closet. I've never spent a lot of time in one. I won't say I've never been in one, maybe for a couple hours. I ain't gonna tell my business. I'm just saying. But he might like it. He might be getting, people in there in the prison, in the jail might be giving him that superstar attention that he's used to, doing stuff for him, running for him, letting him use some of their phone time. I don't know, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like he'd rather be there than out here in this mess where all these people are out here running around with this circus and this Dana J, Kevin Terrell, Booty Bender, stuff happening out here. Like, what is her name? Cubic Zirconia and Hollywood X. I just feel like all of that is a sideshow that he probably doesn't want to have nothing to do with. And he's like, you know what? I'm actually cool in here. I got all the commissary I could eat, drink, and piss. And he's probably got some type of liquor in there and even drugs. I wouldn't put it past the inmates or even the correction officers to make that happen. So, anything to add here before we sign off? It's 8 o'clock, so that means a 2-hour mark. We went past our deadline. We'll come back, though, because I have a lot to say. These lives are a lot easier than actually creating videos. Those videos take me days and days to make. So I really like interacting with you guys one-on-one. Let's see. Are there any questions or anybody want to call in before we end this live? Let me know. And I was going to sing something that I can't now because of Sylvester. Nikki 6, this is a great show tonight, Goddess and Nia and Warriors. Thank you so much, Nikki sis. Nikki 6, we appreciate you. Keep R. Kelly down. You made it to the end. I know you be falling asleep. This live was the greatest. Thank you. They are feeling on R. Kelly's booty. All right, Mocha Duchess, you're trying to get me to sing that tune, but I hear you. Deshaun says he's going to be screaming guard like Haha Davis. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he might be liking that type of attention in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he's, we always talk about the young girls, but we can't dismiss the fact that he's been accused of abusing young boys also. I don't want to get into that right now. I'm just saying. Diva the Divine Light. Great show. Thank you so much, sister, in truth. We appreciate you. Ted Red, thank you for calling in. Yes, and your reading. Thank you for that. Everybody go to Diva the Divine Light's channel. Listen to her reading of Daddy's Little Freak. And that is the book that was written by Cash Jones, who you may have seen enter this circus as a new character within the past couple weeks. Initially, when that book was put out, it was under an anonymous author. She was outed, or either she just came out on her own. There's a lot more to that, but Diva the Divine Light is reading that book on her channel. Please follow, subscribe, and listen to that video. Wayne, what you think? I think there's a word missing in there. Nikki 6 says he's eating and getting eggplant all day. Right, that's what I'm saying. And he loves it. He loves it. Mimi, thanks. Super Chat not working. Oh, no worries. No worries. And I'm surprised it's not working. I don't know what's up with Super Chat. I'm going to start putting my Cash App in here because YouTube is all in the middle of the Super Chat. Putting their little grubby little paws on there. They get like 40%. Yeah. Yeah, they get a big chunk now. It wasn't like that before. You know what I'm saying? And they need to run me my money because I didn't get a check like I was supposed to on the 21st. They supposedly pay every 21st of the month. I didn't see nothing in my account, YouTube. But you're going to hear from me. Thank you, Auntie Annette. She said, great show for me and Nia Marie. Thank you so much. Keep R. Kelly down. They on the Blockbender channel fighting. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to go, if you up to it, it's Saturday night. If you not doing nothing, go over to Blockbender. We're going to come back and talk about it probably in the middle of the week, I would think. So, yeah, I think we're good. Nia?
I think so, too.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we're gonna sign out. What was that?
A big shout out to Mocha, my wife. That's an inside joke.
It is an inside joke, but I'm in on it too. So yeah. So Mocha, shout out to you, the Mocha Duchess, holding it down on DJ Dust Mite's channel today. Shout out to all you warriors coming back again for this entertainment in the name of Sylvester or Robert Sylvester Kelly. But this is a serious matter. We want to make sure that truth is out there. Keep that narrative strong. Get on Twitter. Find me, Goddess Dawn, number 3 on Twitter, and follow who I'm following, and you'll find the family there. Let's go, y'all. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.